Hi, so I'm just at the Arthur Child Cancer Center and I'm about to get my first, we're numbing my hip right now, so I'm about to get my first Lupron shot. So Lupron is an injection that you get that's going to basically help my body to stop producing estrogen. I was supposed to start tamoxifen, but due to the fact that it's like a high blood clot risk and I'm about to go into a mastectomy on the 5th of March, I decided along with the pharmacist here that it was probably for the best that I didn't do that. So instead I've opted to take the Lupron shot, which I initially didn't want to take. But I did agree to take it just for the interim to try it at least the once before I have the double mastectomy, because I'm not able to take the tamoxifen yet, just for safety precautions. So I'm hoping this doesn't hurt that much. I guess it's an injection. You'll feel like a little bit of a, she said it feels like a bee sting. And it can make your leg a little bit, I guess you feel a little bit of a bump. She said it feels similar to a pimple. It burns for 5 to 10 minutes. Yay, so fun, not. And she also said that it will turn into like a pellet, so it'll absorb water, I guess, from the other part of my leg that it's going in that's around the injection, and it'll absorb that and it'll turn into a pellet, which will slow release for me over the next presumably month. I only opted for a 1 month Lupron shot. You can get a 1 month or a 3 month. So yeah, I am not looking forward to this because the side effects are supposedly almost horrific. Although what I've been learning is that they don't necessarily start right away. After this, I have a pole dancing class. So let's see if this is going to affect me at all for that during the day today. I will try and record while I'm getting the injection. But if I don't, I will update you right after I finish on how that felt and how everything went.
Hi.
Okay, so you can see I already have like a little extra pudge right there. So that's where we're gonna be injecting. You guys will get my like firsthand, exactly how it feels, how crappy it feels, my honest reaction to this injection. Okay, so hopefully this is not gonna be as bad as, So I'm gonna, I'm sorry, that's the only way I can get everything and everybody. So this is a very thick gel that they're going to inject into me. I have no idea what's about to go on.
I'm sorry, here is the poke. Sorry about that.
Yeah, the poke is fine.
I'll do it slowly.
I can't feel.
The painful it is.
I can't feel anything.
That's good.
We
are done.
Yeah, okay, so I didn't feel anything. I literally I wouldn't even know that you did anything to me, honestly. So
that's a good one.
So the stinging. Now the stinging is starting to start.
I can
It's
feel it.
not that enjoyable, but it's not that bad, gotta be honest.
You can still put on the ice if you'd like to.
Okay, we'll go with ice.
Yeah.
So that was my first Lupron shot. Now, I hope I don't regret this, not based on the pain of this part of this procedure, but based on the awful, horrible side effects that I hear about. But I will keep you guys honestly updated on how bad it is, and how long it takes for me to feel these side effects and stuff. Okay, I will probably update you again in about, I don't know, let's say a half hour and see how bad it gets. Hey, so I'm just doing like an update from after my shot. I literally didn't feel anything, didn't feel any pain. There was like stinging for like a half a second, and now I haven't felt anything yet. Apparently sometimes people don't feel anything for like weeks to a month. I've already been having the hot flashes from going through the whole menopausal thing with chemo, so who knows? I might be lucky and I might not. Generally so far the hormonal stuff, the biggest pain in the butt has been the hot flashes. And now I've been doing really well, like emotionally and stuff for the last while, mostly because I have a whole bunch of wigs and I've been having a whole bunch of fun playing around and I still feel like me. One of my biggest fears and worries though right now is because of the mastectomy and it's coming up in a couple of weeks, it's really starting to hit home that I am not going to have these friends that I've had for a really long time. So that for me has been kind of a challenge. I realize they're going to reconstruct. I have not seen a lot of reconstructions that I'm like, oh, okay, I'd trade these for that. That being said, I have seen a couple of good jobs. I'm not going to say any names because I don't want to out anybody. But yeah, if you've had a double mastectomy, show me your boobs. Send them in my DMs. Other than that, yeah, so the Lupron, not too bad. I have lost most of the weight that I put on from chemo, which is nice. I used it with the help of, it's called retatrutide. So it's like, it's a mixture medication. It's a GLP-1, I think a GIP, and then it's got glucagon in it. So it speeds up, it pushes fat out of your liver and helps you turn that fat into energy, and it has worked really well for me so far. So that's another thing, if you want any info on that. It is really good for upping your metabolism, and unlike doing GLP-1s where you lose like 50% muscle, 50% fat, and you can start to look really gaunt, this works slightly different, and by slightly I mean completely different. And so I'm not losing any muscle. In fact, the crazy thing is that my muscle that I lost during chemo has come back. So I'm really super happy about that. Yeah, if anybody has any questions or anything, as I said, Lupron went pretty well. Like for the shot part, I can feel like there's a little, like, it's like a bump in my leg, and it feels like a little like cyst in there, but it's because, as I said earlier, it turns into a pellet, gets hard and stuff like that, and then yeah, it will like slowly release over the next month. I'm hoping that these side effects aren't too bad. One of the big side effects I don't like is the being tired and the fatigue. I've been able to fight that off with the retatrutide, and thus far, but we shall see. There is also not a ton of information about taking retatrutide with Lupron, but taking a GLP-1 is, people do it all the time because apparently Lupron does affect your blood sugar. I am not diabetic. I don't have that issue, but I also know that as you go through menopause and as you have those issues, sometimes women's blood sugar and heart disease, stuff like that, it can hit you once you go through menopause because you don't have the estrogen as a protecting factor. So the other thing, my other worry is my face. I don't want to lose, for 43, I'm doing pretty good, but my other biggest fear with losing all that estrogen is possibly aging. I do have a couple of friends, not gonna name any names, that have gone through this process earlier, and they still look really good, and they still look great even though they've been in menopause for years. So who knows, I might be lucky. I mean, I do have my skin's not the greatest already. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, I don't have the greatest skin. I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of like, I don't know. I come from a long line of people with very, stretchy kind of skin. So that's not my ideal. My stomach looks great, but I do have a little bit of this going on. Can't help it. 43, 2 kids. What can you do? Can't be perfect. Anyways, so thank you for joining. I will continue to keep you updated. I am going to do absolutely everything to take you through the whole mastectomy process. You'll be able to see, you'll be able to see what it's like mentally, physically, emotionally, everything going into the process of a double mastectomy. And I'm gonna do my best to let you guys see like my actual reaction when I actually see them for the first time and show you, because like this process is emotionally one of the largest roller coasters I've ever been on. I would liken it to like having my kids, because any woman who's been through that knows you're like, loo, 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 loo. So right now I'm kind of like, I don't know, I'm probably like here in my swing, hoping that I'm gonna, get back up. I had a great birthday turning 43 that really kept my spirits up and really had me focused on something else. But then once that was over, now I'm like, oh yeah, that thing where they're gonna cut off my titas, that's coming up, and I am, I'm here. And thanks for listening. Bye.